Once more, we return to the skies as we continue on with Granblue Fantasy versus Rising here at Combo Breaker. It's the final pools with myself and Risky Sweep. How are you doing?
I am doing fantastic. I have been wondering about, like, not only just wondering about the venue, watching all the amazing games that happen, I've just noticed that all day I've been able to look over here on the BG Callisto screen and be like, well, hey, there's more Granblue happening. And guess what? There's more Granblue happening right here, right now. We're in the last block of today, and we're still going in well into tomorrow for nearly, I believe, every pool being streamed.
Absolutely. A lot of good stuff there, and a lot of good Granblue, especially if we're looking towards Evo coming up in July. Register now. Use that coupon code you see at the bottom there, CB2024 to get 10% off, because I know some of y'all haven't registered yet, and y'all don't like registering until the last minute, so use that, take that advantage, take 10%, save a little, and I will see y'all in Las Vegas.
Yeah, absolutely. Not only that, we're being a brand new venue, going to have that 3-day, like, all access to everything, but it looks like we are about to begin with our next match here, and do I see a Jason happening on there?
Commentator extraordinaire and all-around swell guy, J2 on deck, showing that I am not just here to talk about the games, I'm here to throw hands up against Moiseivitch.
Yeah, the one thing honestly, if you haven't seen J2 like working their magic, like throughout the through a lot of TNS and like while in the online, has been doing a lot of commentary blocks as well today on that. And you know, one thing I was like, it's like I don't remember who they play in Granblue actually. So this is exciting for me. I get to find out together.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you know, a lot of the folks will be behind the sticks as well, enjoying the game. That's the best way to learn, especially if you're doing the commentary. So we're gonna have the Zeta Max coming up from the J2, and on Moiseivich's side, we got the bros are coming through. Wayne and the fam will be our marquee match here. Continue on with the Arc World Tour event here as people are fighting for those points across a couple of different games. So a lot at stake here.
That's right. We're still going on. Like, you're not going to see any baby tricks in there. You haven't seen that all day, but you're doing going to see some fine fighting.
If you wanted to, you probably could, because I know the Callisto unlocked so many of the things for the character. So if she was playable, we'd have all the finest just about ready to go. But you know, we get the other member of the society.
Believe in victory.
Oh, nice. But yeah, we see the other member of society with Zeta with the alternate outfit coming through with J2. We're going to see what they can do against the bros. I mean, one of those matches where bros are always tricky to contend with. They have just weird toolkit. And Zeta, I mean, great offense, so it'll be tough for them once she gets going to really stop that. So we'll see what Moiseivitch does with J2 is getting some good damage here.
Yeah, what I'm already seeing is J2 already getting a nice little combo going in. They're going into a Skybound Art immediately afterwards. Goodbye to the middle part of that light bar, but the immediate parry for Moiseivitch going to be able to get a little bit of punish with the Catalina bot. Back into the corner you go. I'm going to switch things around, but the Raging Strike going to push away, and goodbye to all your bravery points. Going to be some little extra damage. And this, just a little bit more intelligence, all you need on J2's side.
Yeah, not too bad here, especially with the ult ready to go. One big ult blast, just stuff, whatever, but hold on a minute. Moiseivitch has a full combo and has the meter available. Instead gets a big hit with the part heavy, doesn't confirm anything. If there's any time to call, it is time.
Yeah, time to play that little bit of Mario Party game here. Trying to guess it on here. Can get pushed back. I like that. Holding back the block, but unfortunately, like, you're kind of damned if you do, damned if you don't in that case. Like, at that point where you either had to dodge or you're in chip damage territory, and that turned into a Moiseivich's favor thanks to Iggy.
Yeah, bringing that back around, getting that round. J2 had a great commanding lead, but just giving up the situation where Moiseivitch was able to get bar. That's always a big part, right? A character like Wayne, who really relies on that SSBA to make those kind of comebacks. As gimmicky as it may be, it just worked out. They got the meter by not using those ults, and it's just meter management is a big important part of Granblue versus Rising.
Indeed. We're seeing already kind of going like slowly pushing back into the corner J2 on that. There was a couple of times where Jason tried to use the parry, tried to use the follow-up afterwards, and no get through here. And now we're going to the human pyramid attack here. We're going to play through the Roman candles here. A lot of dangerous play happening here to finish the first round. Moiseivitch getting one on the board.
Yeah, after J2 had full control in the first round, Moiseivitch just brings it back with a commanding round 2, taking that first game, and now just one away from sending the commentator back to the desk.
All right, yeah, trying to go in, trying to eventually able to avoid the Catalina bot on there, but a little bit far back on Moiseivitch just to get a little bit of extra health in there. But yeah, go ahead, go in there, get the spear, come back out here, trying to play it. Jason's trying to play it a little too safe, I would say.
Yeah, it's always kind of tough. At the very least, like, taking a lot of incremental damage is always a hard part, but 5-6-6-L gets the big ult and double ult, getting a nice little refund. A lot of damage, a lot of corner carry here, so a great spot here. But now, gonna try to avoid what we saw in the first game. With this confirmed, it's not going to be enough to kill, so Moiseivitch will be able to tech, wake up, and bring out Mob just in case, we'll see.
Trying to pressure, use a little bit of pressure on there, but you are good back, and Iggy is coming back out to play. Trying to play the guessing game one more time at least here.
It's funny to see RNG work so well in the favorable lanes, like got the meat as the last food item, so got some life back. So it's not like in a terrible spot. No punch at the end of Mob, but the ult skill's going to come through the trade though.
Yeah, like what Jason just kind of held back, had plenty of life on there. Unfortunately, little whittled away all the way down in there, and Moiseivitch suddenly on set point.
Yeah, again, that SSBA from Lil Wayne, the Mario Party, the big gimmick, just bringing things back and making life a little harder for Jason, who's perhaps commanding leads going into it, but just hasn't been able to close out.
Yeah. Big spear in there, got up back into the corner here, but you're having to try to avoid the boys and the Catalina bot in the process. But we do have the EX spear going in there.
Okay.
Gadget's on the other side, actually. You do lose the corner in that, but you do get plenty of damage in there in the response.
Well, back to corner, though. Coast-to-coast combo here on the beautiful blue coast. And then again, a situation where J2 has as much of a lead as you could hope for, but as long as Yigi's there, as long as the food's there, as long as the ultimate is there, never mind. Nice clean closeout. J2 just goes point blank with the blue stuff.
Yeah, really good catching up on there. Just being able to play the game that Zeta wants to play. Like take over the skies, take over, like use that spear to great advantage. J2 like showing how that's done.
Dive. Nice from J2, who's got to bring this back a round just to get the game, and then has to do more for the slightly though. Getting punished here. Moiseivitch back in this corner. Neither player with like any kind of like using their brave points really. We haven't seen any kind of brave counters yet to stop pressure. It's all just been kind of just more traditional Granblue between both as they're getting the gimmicks up. Nice parry though to stop the Raging Strike. Yeah,
no, you're right. A lot of it has, especially early on, using that in terms of using the Raging Chain in there, especially on Jason's side. But we do like, yeah, getting the parry on there, in there as well. But now we're just kind of keeping the distance here, trying to find that precious hit that both of them know that will change things around in this match.
Well, small life lead for Moiseivitch. The hits coming out from J2. Neither person with meter, but the low, you gotta watch out. That is invulnerable at the start. The throw comes out, another grab, anything will go. The ultimate Rhapsody. Big chance here, last chance for J2. Big grab.
Yeah, big chance there because like as soon as going in, just as I was saying that, like got in with the parry. Both Zeta and Lil Wayne have access to the parry, but only one of them can go on in there, and Moiseivitch is going to be that case.
Yeah, I mean at the end there, J2 tried to finish off really hard, just find that last hit, take it to a game 3, but the wake up ultimate parry does it for Moiseivitch, who goes on that winner side. As again, this is pool action. Tomorrow is round 2 of pools, as we'll filter out more of the players as we get closer and closer to that finale, which will be on Sunday. So a lot of great Granblue coming your way of all different levels and so many different players from all across North America and a few people from overseas, which has been kind of cool.
Yeah, no, it's the amount of people that are in this bracket. I mean, I believe it was like either 3rd or 4th in the list of like number of games that were that sign up. There's a reason why we have so many pools of it, and it's just like being able to bring that to you. It's just fantastic in there, and it's also being a part of the Arc World Tour, like you were saying.
Yeah, again, that's just Granblue's been doing great all across. It's a fantastic game that's, I believe, on sale right now as well.
I think it is, yeah.
On PS4. So you can pick it up there as well. So the latest DLC has just come out. So if you are fans of trying out new characters, it'll be legal at tournaments at a later date that are part of the Arc World Tour. But it's just been a ride, and we're more than happy to welcome you on it.
Yeah, not only that, but you still have access to the free version too. You can just try it out. It's like if you're just like, it's like, yeah, it looks pretty fun. Let me give it a shot. You don't have to spend any money. You can just go in there and just download it. You can check it out, play around. Grand's always available. Get used to the action in there, and then decide from like further on.
Now our next match, as we're moving forward here, is going to be illish. She's going up against CobraKing. A battle of the ages. Looks like we are just making sure everything is locked and loaded as always. We like our button checks here. All right, we like to take a second, make sure everything's a-okay.
Yeah, like might as well just like give that chance here, just like get that. There's nothing about a good button check to make sure that that everything's going fine. You can sure, in a lot of games you can check those buttons, you can press them button, and it's like, yeah, that's correct. But sometimes you just got to go right into the match and just like feel the Vasaraga scythe coming down.
But here's the thing: is you can learn about your opponent through a button check, depending. That's the thing, is that a personality can shine through. Do they want to just check their buttons and get it over with? Do they want to actually like hit a combo on you and do something goofy or hey, show this? You know, are they friendly? Are they foes? Whichever way it goes, we're gonna get Vasaraga versus 6 is gonna be our matchup here as illish and CobraKing are about to duke it out.
We've been seeing a lot of Vasaraga, especially in the online brackets. I know FuseLit has been on a tear with this character.
Yeah.
Being able to use a lot of the kind of dashing forward with the Talons of Fear, using the command grab that has in here. But unfortunately, you're having to deal with illish with the 6 here. And yeah, of course, 6. But no, like that's a name that I uttered in like whispered in terror.
All right, we'll see what CobraKing can do already with the ultimate command grab, the invulnerability, just to start something there. And that's kind of like, they're both using these cheater colors. We have this black and red stage. Both players are like decked out where you can just camouflage it up. So good luck to them as they try to parse what's going on. But I can tell you, illish, she is getting good damage here, going to the reset on empty hand, but ultimate command grab once again coming through.
Yeah, tried and true, especially in the corner. You got to watch out for that command grab because the Vasaragas love to do that. And they're already trying to dive down. Nothing forward here in the combo. Coming out for CobraKing. Going to get in, going to get grabbed. Down you go for the first round.
Yeah, missed the full combo, but instead CobraKing makes the best of it. Takes that first round very close down to the wires. Both were just slugging it out, getting some good damage here and there, just trying to find the momentum.
Yeah, of course, one thing you do, like 6 does definitely have the versatility, has like access to the air a lot more than Vasaraga has here. And you're seeing that happen right now as illish gets in there, goes in for the reset, tries to go, CobraKing tries to go for a grab, but no can do there. We're going in, trying to like throw a little projectile, use that, get the token in there, just to get a little bit extra, but the parry says, stay in the corner, I need you there.
Finally baits out, ultimate throw, and that's going to be some great damage here with the meter. It's going to at least could have put CobraKing at a point where all it's going to take, a throw, anything will go. With just the SPA, just enough. Nicely done.
Yeah, might as well. Like, it's like if you have it there and you're at that final damage, might as well throw it out there, tie things up 1-1 here in this first match.
All right, once more into the brink as we're on our final round here between the two. There's the dash M, getting the sliding, getting the knockdown. And now we can clearly see what is going on down here in the basement.
Okay, yeah, going in, got Insignia. They're going to continue the combo after the EX there, flying in there. We're getting close to the combo, then it goes in for the, trying to like recover just in time, just goes for the grab in there. CobraKing still stuck in the corner there, but there comes that command grab, the EX version of that, and applying there. Trying to go stomp in there a little bit closer, but going in for the dive kick afterwards from illish.
Big man's got some answers. Goes for the overhead. That's no good. Ultimate dive, just a monstrosity of a move, and now it's just a tough spot. CobraKing go. There's a hit. There's a start. There's the forge. The clash. The dash heavy just tagging the empty hand, and a light punish. Not enough here, but illish just needs anything to finish the job.
And I like it. Like illish is still. She's still trying to keep like back just to make sure it's like knows that Vasaraga can change things at a moment's notice, and you see that got the grab. You're in the corner. You're going to use a brave counter to get like make a little bit of space in there. So it's going to try to. And you're trying to find that one precious moment in there, and there it is, that dash M coming in handy.
Well, this ain't no hallmark. Precious moments are out of the building as illish finds the slidey once again to take it, being really wary of the SSBA. That was just like, I know you got SSBA on deck. I know you can react super, and illish just trying to force out the mistake. Didn't quite work out. Again, down on the wire, but now game number 2, illish on offense.
Yeah, CobraKing found a couple of gaps, got a couple hits in there early on. The overhead finds its mark here, but he's still stuck in the corner. Tries to go for the grab after the stop. No can do there though, unfortunately.
Okay, diving down. It's still my turn. Six just doing six things here. Cycling through the different specials and just making the most out of it. But nice ultimate tackle. Good damage there.
Yeah, able to continue it with a little bit of DX afterwards. Go spin a little bit with the cooldown. But yeah, the dive kick coming out, special cinematic. Intro, like with it, you're going back into the corner here. Going in, yeah, go spin that little bit extra. Just make sure that you're down for the count here.
Yeah, such a good extension. Illish now on match point, playing so well, so comfortable. Because again, recognizing that this big man has to deal with so much from Six, with just the speed, how great the moves are, all these advancing specials, and just being such a slow, big target. And already Illish avoids the tackle, but now pushing CobraKing to the corner.
Yeah, trying to bait out above it, does find it and gets the knockdown afterwards. And there's a big counter in play here. All the way to the corner we go here. Could be a potential big moment here. Like goodbye, yeah, decides to continue it out there. Spends the money to use Skybound Art in there. And you're on the last slivers of life for this set point.
Yeah, big tough spot for CobraKing, gets jumped in on. Overhead as well, running out of options, running out of time. And now we've just seen the Catman scratch through. Illish finds a counter, but a back throw. Last chance here.
Yeah, decides to go for it. Slide through like a stack on there. Trying to be, and yeah, uses it to go to ET through the armor there, but it's still not enough there. The chip damage from Illish. The Illish communication coming into play there.
Did a great job. She made it through, defeating CobraKing, advancing in that winner's side, and another big, well played as Six just doing the six things. Illish in full control, and that is just the Catman. He's more of a dog guy.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
you know, he's still definitely a threat no matter how you look at it. And it's just been intense. Like the story of this character who in vanilla was a monster and Rising has been a monster. It's like you look at his kid and like, how do we make him bad? And they have not figured that out yet.
No, there's it feels like even like at the moment, like it's like, okay, surely this we do a slight nerf here, maybe they can't send the combos. No, we found a way. We found a way around that. We like as soon as like you just gotta worry about like no matter where Six is on the screen, you just gotta worry. You just gotta like what can Six do at that point? I did see from them like that, like from the Basaraga, where they were able to kind of like dash through, try to anticipate the motion to get through, and was able to get through on some of that, but was not able to convert to any damage into any setups afterwards. Unfortunately, it was all Illish all the time.
And that's kind of the story, right? Sometimes getting that momentum and keeping it can be very difficult in a game like this, but you know, we'll see what our next matches bring, as people will be trying to vie for that tug of war and get the big win, as they're just a game of all about who gets that first step and makes it forward, as we're leading in with Gwep versus Fennec Fox. Will be our next match loading into here at Combo Breaker. Hope you're all enjoying the show so far and having a good time, as we have countless games, countless streams, and countless good vibes.
Yeah, every time I've come to Combo Breaker, I'm always surprised with the amount of streams that you see like all in a one go. It's like as you're going through here, and it's like just going through like your left eye can like sees like 10 streams, the other like eye sees 10 streams. It's just insane to see that here happening at Combo Breaker.
No, for sure. And it's just been a treat, and I hope y'all are enjoying all of this action, as Granblue's just been thriving, and it's been nothing short of amazing here. And you know, just hanging out with Risky Sweet, who we commentated before, it was a lot of blast, and you know, this ride has been intense, just like the Grimnir is gonna be intense. We get the Gremlin man himself showing up.
Not only the Grimnir, we got a vein on the screen, it looks like here, and like it looks like we're going right into it as well.
All right, shout outs to Gwep, using the newest knight, not the newest character yet, but this big lovable dude. He's got big hits, big swings, really cool little kid. Just suffered from being a kind of little bit of a slow, stubby man.
Yeah, definitely has like when we say he's like stubby, definitely has like stubby combos in that. Like has long range in there, just can't really convert all of it unless you have a counter hit a lot of times. Speaking of counter hit, hello, we're in the corner. We're gonna go ahead, activate that Skybound Art to finish it off there, get a little less in, and you get goodbye to the middle part of your life bar at that point. Here, we're gonna go all the way to the corner and kind of gets it up, but the DP says no, I want out.
Right, and Fennec Fox finding something here. Good blocks from Gwep, or using the block button. Easy way to avoid getting crossed up and dashed up, and such a strong lead. All Gwep needs is just a little bit more chip, and that'll be a wrap.
Yeah, catches it, finds the one hit with the far light, I believe, on that. And that's all they wrote on their Gwep getting the first round.
I'm saying, the thing is, like, they can hit super hard. Just getting those meaningful hits are difficult. Yeah, like jumping, you get so much reward even off non-counter hit jumps, but like finding any kind of like good damage when you're mid-screen. Like corner is usually like the Granblue zone, but like mid-screen it just feels a bit rough. But you're already seeing Gwep in full control.
Yeah, already we're in the corner. We're getting a little DB. We're continuing with the Raging Strike in there. You're going to get that street combo afterwards. We're going to go ahead and activate that Skybound Arc. We're going to use it all there. We're not being able to see a lot of the like Gwep using those Vayne ultimate skills, which are good, but they don't do a whole lot of damage in there. But like it seems like so far so good. And especially one thing, Flox has not been able to really go into those guys that much, like until like we're like getting into this combo up here at the point. Like Gwep has been maintaining that control mostly, but now we're in the corner.
Yeah, this is like the last character that you want to go in on against from the air. A couple of the big boot sending Anthenic Fox down a game as that big kick and that smile, the nod. I'm on camera, Mom.
Yeah.
Hi, Mom. You can see me now, but I can't like give away too much. Hold on.
No, just like I'll get with it afterwards here. But we got a game to finish here. Gwep up 1-0 over Anthenic Fox here. We're back in the corner here, trying to get catches on the low, like try to bait out the Raging Strike on there. But unfortunately, we're going in. Keep it down.
We'll see. Back to the mid-screen we go. Looks like Anthenic Fox finding a little damage here and there, but still playing from so far behind. Even trying to go for an anti-air, no good, and the pain continues to come through. But Anthenic Fox, little hits. That's gonna happen. Needs to start setting up some. Has plenty of meter for it.
Yeah, Anthenic Fox like found some life in there, like throwing out the projectiles on there. But Gwep, we're back into like that long-range screen. Throwing out the shield, you do get like absorbing one hit on there, like as in there, and that can stop Grimnir from attacking on there. But now we're just like trying to play that mid-range game, getting like the bravery counter afterwards.
Okay, this is actually interesting. Somehow finding the hit on the ultimate. There's the Raging Strike, gonna force out a brave counters. No more points here on Anthenic Fox. But Gwep, I love the anti-air SSBA, sending Anthenic Fox mile high, putting Gwep on match point. What a great reaction. Just that swing of the axe. Just again, jumping against Vayne is insane.
Yeah, what Gwep has been showing time and time again has been really controlling the air and like knowing what to do against Grimnir here, but we're just going in, catching on, push a little bit further here, catching with these lows all the way in the corner, throwing out the shield just to make sure. It's like, do you want to press a button? I don't know about that, but we're going to use that to their advantage, force it in there, back into the corner, trying to backspace away, but the ultimate skill DP from Anthenic Fox says, no, we're going back.
Oh, nice. Ultimate skill just getting some armor on the cute little cross-up, but this is the last chance. Anthenic Fox doesn't have much more they can give here. Gwep is just happy to hold this down, stay in place, and not even like move forward really hard.
Yeah, right. Gwep is trying to go in, like even like on defense there, we're going to get the hit there. Not going to be enough to kill, but one more touch is all you're going to need there. Tries to go for like the shimmy and there and try to get like a little bit of chip damage, but does go on the DP and get a little Anthenic Fox getting a little bit of damage in return. And
the DP at the end, the ultimate had to risk it for the biscuit. Didn't quite work out. Grimnir goes down. Vayne reigns supreme as the Himbo Supreme. Makes it through with all smiles, good vibes. Just he would be having a great time here at Conference Record.
You know, I think so. Like you'd accidentally enter into the cosplay contest. I guarantee. You'd be like, it's like, huh? What?
And he would win.
He would. Absolutely.
He would somehow win. That's just it. Like all like
they gave me this medal.
The last two DLC characters are just so full of good vibes. Vayne is just so cheerful, happy, and helpful. Beatrix is just so like gung ho and just like effervescent, and it's refreshing because we started with like Lucilius, who's just Mr. Grimdark himself. It's like, oh God, I'm so angry full of the world.
But yeah, you're right.
It's fun.
Yeah,
it's fun.
I love how all the heroes in Granblue, they're just so nice. They're so nice.
Big happy goofballs.
Yeah, they're the welcome wagon. You moved into their neighborhood and they brought like a Jello mold. They brought everything. They are ready to welcome you in there. And the bad guys, you know, maybe not so much in there. Maybe you got to deal with them a little bit, but that's down later. They'll warn you about that.
Oh, we'll warn you about some more stuff here. Great shirt. Oh my God. Born to 660. Rising is up. Heck yeah, the memes live.
Yeah,
So, Falconia Pilch coming up, and that's on the left. Their opponent, though, one of my favorite Guilty Gear players, and a really adept at anime fighters in general, is Fu, coming out of SoCal.
Okay, yeah, so tell me about Fu, especially in this game. Like, I've not seen him play a lot of Granblue.
I know, I've seen mostly DNF and Exerd coming out from Fu. Has just been really a master at both of those games, but I mean, I think would fit in like right at home here. Likes to play like either the big bodies or boss-like characters.
Okay.
So I'm curious to see, is he going to be a Vossaraga player? You know, are we betting it maybe on the Beelzebub? Let's see. I'm gonna. It's either one of those two. It feels like, but it's gonna be the other villain, Belial. So big boss characters for sure. Belial, a fun pick, and on Falconia's. Or no, maybe this might just be button check.
This could very well be, but yeah, like with Belial though.
Sorry, yeah, because player one is a Fu on that side, so Fu's definitely not a Grand player.
Okay.
If there's any kind of character that Fu ain't playing, that is just your quote unquote just like DP fireball protagonist.
Not the standard, not the hero in this game.
Yeah, not quite. That's a little too mundane for Fu's taste, I think, in characters. Needs someone with either a little bit of a bad streak or being a big body.
Okay. Well, we'll find out. See if that's correct here. Like, still hovering over that way. Maybe just waiting to see what their picture is. But there it is. I think you're on the money. I think we got
Grandpa. All right. So this also kind of feels in line. He wants to brawl and wants to have a good time, and we get a Sora's on stream versus the Belial from Falconia.
Every time I see a Sora's on screen, it's just it's insane. It's fun. It's great. It's great time for me. Like watching, just like the little grandpa scare that gives the stocks on there, just getting a little bit of extra power as well. It's a good time.
It's not a character you see too often. He's kind of just kind of in the middle here, and a lot of it, even as like the big damage and the scariness he can do, it is a tough road, especially dealing with characters with such good buttons like Belial. But Fu is going to be belligerent like an old man up past his bedtime and trying to have it.
Yeah, definitely wanting to tell you about like stories about the war here. Going in one more time, the DP says, I want to get out of here. I want to get started on my game here. He gets the prize on there. A couple stocks added in Fu's favor.
Right, Pilch, there's the brave counter putting up some offense here. Just trying to figure something out. They both have a lot of bar. The chance here for Pilch, next hit, they can get for that SBA.
Okay, catches out like blocks on the two and gets followed up like with the throw in there. Still stuck in the corner, but LeFou is not deterred here. We are grabbing out of like Falconia. Pilch managed to get back in here and use the EX. You're going to continue it, use the Raging Strike in there to continue the combo a little bit, and of course going into that Skybound Arc.
Yeah, big time. SSBA, get two crystals knocked out of Fu, making it so anything will do. And the extra damage on the SSBA was very close. I like that dash out, dash in, knowing that Fu has meter for potential wake up super or even the DP. So Pilch stealing that right back, taking that first round.
Yeah, definitely like a little bit. We saw Fu early on trying to bait out and see like what are you going to respond to there. We're trying to go in with like with the dash fist in there, but Pilch is not to be trifled with here. We're going in a little bit just blocking from Fu here. Going to get a little bit of extra meter in, like as we go along here and getting Cal to come in here. But the DP says, I'm going to stop all your presence.
Yeah, I like that for Pilch. Just fighting back. That's an ultimate punch coming out. So meter spent on Fu's side. That has a little bit of like aggressiveness that comes out. A little bit of armor and it's very scary, but Fu now looking to do good here. But we've seen this situation before. Oh, look, the ultimate punch. That's a huge hit. And now Fu ties up the rounds.
Yeah, definitely one thing about Sora is being able to use those ultimate skills like that, and it's been very powerful on that. So Fu going to get in there. We're trying to throw out the projectiles, like keeping Sora's at bay here as we're trying to get back in here. Count finally finds the mark there, gets the EX here, but uses the bravery point to get Island trying to get their turn back.
And almost had a good punish there, but Pilch didn't cancel the first hit of Far Heavy. So that's one of the little things that Belial, like you can throw off Far Heavy is a great button, but if you want to make the most out of it, you got to get that early hit. Because now Fu with such a big life lead and Pilch almost out of brave counters. So the next big hit from Fu can just finish, do so much damage. Like that can be there in a chunk.
Yeah, that's 20% damage to that on there, and like especially if you lose the next one, then there's like extra 50% on that as well here. But trying to get a couple of hits in there. Finally finds a mark in there with the 6-6L in there. Like the shirt said earlier here, going to activate that Skybound art here. Going to use the cinematic. This is going to be a lot of damage.
This is the perfect spot. I mean, you get that damage, you have 2 Brave points back. Fu has none. Has meter for a reversal, that's it. There's 1 ultimate punch. There's nothing left on yet. But the EX punt is good. The extra point works out, and Fu on the board.
Yeah, the like being able to keep it. I like using the ultimate skill in there.
Fu's like, yeah. That's a good advice. Yeah.
It's like, listen. It's like, yeah, check it out. Like,
you should totally do that.
It's like, yeah, I agree with that. You know, that's all good. But like, just.
I don't see coaching too often in Granblue.
That's true.
So that kind of makes me happy to see that the homie's coming out to help him out, because it was a close game either way, but I like Fu just realizing it immediately and being like, wait a second. What did he hear? What did he didn't? But we'll see as Swordy's back on the offense. Nice 2 L's, just keeping this pressure going as Pilch is just suffering in silence.
I like that using the 2 L in there, especially when Belial's going projectile crazy like that, because you're making it go away and stop and trying to continue your progress alongside of that. But we're going on the other side, catching on that. Going in, trying to go for another grab in here, and using that far L from Soros, just to try to keep up a little bit more pressure as well. Trying to go for a jump scare, no can't do here. We're going to go right in, get that lazy strike here, back to the corner you go.
Light little punish, good spot here, plus frames again. Pilch next hit. Go for the rating strike, and that's like full confirm too. Able to close the job if Fu just took the hit, took the damage. Now Pilch, first round going to them.
Yeah, that could have been a terrifying situation too. Like especially like you would use all your bravery points in there, but it was like just sure of the victory at the end. Now we're going back in. We're going to get Saunter up, get that command grab in there, and we're going back into the corner here. The trade out from Fu here. Grandpa's not going to take this down without a fight.
Oh, that's could be big. It's hard, right? Those EXs from Sori mostly don't knock down, so getting like damage in the corner really relies on like very specific hits to make it happen. Either that 2-2H or finding like the EX punch. But there you go, Pilch, SBA, pierce them right through, and now a throw. Anything can go. It's gonna dash in, dash out, no dice. Nice counter.
The counter is actually good. Like one, it gets away from a lot of the plus frames in there, kind of gets you back into a neutral stance. On that, yeah, using going to get a little bit of stocks in there, but just another touch from Pilch, and they're going to even out the scores 1-1.
Yeah, 6-6L confirmed, no problem there. And that's a big thing. Use those nasty buttons. Again, Belial is one of those kind of characters. He's rude, he's crude. He is just there to swing some great buttons, put you under pressure, and just get you in that corner where just have his way with you, whether you like it or not. It is just this kind of character is not asking you if you want to go on a date. He's taking you on.
Yeah, definitely on there. But going in, we're going in that shoulder back of the dash L in there. We're going to go in there. Continuing on, we're going to keep in this is, I like actually keep progressing further. I was about to say like we're going to go like back into the neutral, but we got that corner.
All right, immediate DP out. Just saying, you're staying here, old man. You're staying in the house. It's too hot outside. And then, oh wait, finally see a 2-2H. Big plus frames and potentially huge damage, but now Fu was trying to keep this close. Nice 6-6L. Here we go.
Tries to go in, like goes in for the low afterwards here. Like a lot of trading back for the slobber knockering has continued.
That punch. The extra damage incoming. Any one touch here will do as Fu is just ready to close out the round. Too far out though. Wait a minute.
Okay, you spin the bravery point. Pilch on 0, and not that it really matters here. One more touch is all it takes, and Fu suddenly on that point.
Yeah, super good from Fu. Showing you he's not the Fu, but he pities him. And right now, it is all on Pilch to figure out that mid-screen approach and try to stop taking so much big damage from the old Giza.
And try to go into the overhead after there, but found that opportunity to get a punish in there, and we're going to go ahead. We're going to pierce with the projectile there. We're going to follow up with the ultimate skill here. We're back in the corner, trying to go in for the stop afterwards, but Fu wisely jumps over that, going to get a punish of their own.
Interesting, the jump U was an answer now for Pilch, didn't quite work out. Fu now with the lead here, although Pilch fighting back. Big DP finds its mark. But the air-to-air, that's huge. Didn't want to spend any meter to get the ultimate punch for the wall bounce and extra damage, but Pilch now, small lead.
Both players on, well, I was about to say both players on Skybound aren't. Who used like a little bit of that meter to get back, but we got the raging strike from Pilch here, going to get a little bit of extra damage, trying to tie up the rounds here. We're back in there, but Granblue is going in with a big DOS boot.
Almost at 100, the ultimate hit, and that's going to do it as Pilch getting tagged. And that's such a great starter. We didn't see it connect very often for Fu, but the wall bounce into big damage just works out so well. And Fu staying stalwart, staying strong, taking that 2-1.
Yeah, we saw, especially early on, like trying to test out with a lot of the with the dash in there, trying to use that ultimate skill. And we didn't usually with the Saurus with those ultimate skills, you get those plus frames, you get the advantage in there. You want to keep taking your turn. We didn't get to really see a full advantage of that until those final moments in there.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, there's so many ways to use the tools, and you saw through cycling through so many of them. The ultimate DP, aka just the axe kick, coming through to help out situations like that. Even like the ultimate EX punch, ultimate punch, just to get the chip damage. Just really using everything kind of effectively, which was really fun to see. As like, you know, you have a lot of like a character like stories that you kind of like really play kind of free form in that way, where it's just like you have so many things that you can use in situations, even if it's difficult to get a connection and get the damage, unless you're just finding like, you know, just playing footsies essentially.
Yeah, and like coming from Pilch on there, I like that they were kind of testing the waters, going back and forth between like short and long. They were throwing out the projectile. They're trying to keep the distance a little bit. They had a lot of great use with 6XL in there to like get the conversions, finding those right proper moments in there to be able to use it, which is not easy to do against the Saurus, especially like if they were wanting to use the use like the scare in there to get like those extra stocks in there. And Fu was using those few and far between. Like the couple times that early on they were kind of working, missed it a couple times out as we were going on, but was finding those moments in there. I could have really seen this gone either way, but it is Fu going to be moving on in the winner's side.
Absolutely. Fu, again, a great player across so many games. I think can make it out and show out, as they're just a fun dude to watch and play, as so many of the other folks are there. I mean, you've seen countless times when you look at the players, just how deep people are. This venue's 24/7, so everyone's going to be mashing buttons until the sun comes up. Like, my sleep schedule has been kind of, it's mostly normal. I go to bed like at 2 a.m.
Really?
Like a good 37-year-old. I go to sleep when I have to for work and all that, but I'm going to push myself this weekend. I want to stay up. I want to see DGen hours.
All right. I respect it. I woke up this morning, and I woke up before my alarm clock, and I was mad because I was like, I could have slept longer. What, buddy, what are you doing to me? What are you doing as I age here? I want the sleep in. I want those teenager years back.
Good luck when it's a Friday and you're not at work. Your body still thinks it's time to get up. But I'm gonna see who gets up in this match and takes it supreme, as we're leading up here into HonedHeart versus Goop.
I want to give a quick shout out to Goop. Goop is a local player in the Chattanooga scene. Shout out to Chattanooga FGC. I know like 236 Mafia has been doing a lot of great work out there, but Goop, as a player that I know mostly from Guilty Gear Strive, is a Testament player in that. I knew they played a little bit Granblue, but I hadn't been able to personally see them play, and that's what I'm very excited about. I think I saw a Siegfried happen there.
All right.
I'm not sure though.
But yeah, if it's a button check or not, Siegfried is not going to be any kind of surprise. If we're going to see good characters, we're going to see Siegfrieds, we're going to see Niers, Sixes, and then some. So, you know what you're signed up for when you're playing some Granblue, and you're watching some Granblue. So I'm excited to see what characters locked and loaded here as HonedHeart versus Goop, and we're going to have our match. Yeah, Catalina versus Siegfried.
This makes perfect sense for Goop. Goop likes those simple, I won't say simple, like very straightforward characters, being able to kind of play the game. Has a lot of really good tools to work with here, but you're having to deal with Siegfried here, who has those extra ground projectiles in there, going to be able to get a lot of damage and be able to use that extra U skill in there just to continue like all the combos in there as we go in the corner. However, not being able to do any of that because Goop has got that skybound art, and that could be the end of the round.
Yeah, clean play from Goop, just utilizing tools so effectively, right? If you're going to have a character like Siegfried who has dominating buttons, dominating pressure, but Catalina always kind of known for just having good range herself, having traditional gameplay, but being pretty solid at it. And Goop just really showing their control and their spacing right now as HonedHeart getting jumped in on. Big damage coming through.
The cross-up coming into play, followed by the 6XL. We're going back in the corner here. HonedHeart is trying to get anything started here. Does have access to the corner, but was already jumping as soon as the ground fireball was coming out. Goop took full advantage of that. The DP is the only thing to stop that.
Yeah, it's kind of like a last-ditch effort here from HonedHeart. Goop gets the 6XL, gets a little bit of damage, not enough, but the far heavy slicing through as she kneels supreme, and Goop with a clean first game. Taking that, HonedHeart just couldn't really find any footing.
Yeah, we're just going right back into it. Goop is calm and composed, just ready to make this, and another cross-up comes in there. Loop the loop, we're going down, kind of going in with the dash end on that to get the knockdown from the low.
So like Goop happy to spend 2 crystals there, not to take any extra damage, but that's kind of scary now. You can see how much damage is coming through. EX uppercut and blocks it right back. What I do, you can hold that and look at this damage coming through. Goop out of crystals, but at the very least like has a small lead, but that can erase if they're not careful.
It just takes one touch in there. HonedHeart using wisely using the EX heavy front fireball to make sure it's like, oh, you're jumping over these. I don't want you to deal with this anymore. No anti-air from Goop in there, but the clash! And we're going into now. HonedHeart had the advantage there, but the cross-up comes once again to a down to set point for Goop.
That 2U being 2 hits, big chance to go for SSBA, but HonedHeart not quite ready, not quite maximizing it. It's one of those little things where you just have to be so worried about what can come next from Siegfried as he'll all damage you.
Enchanted Lance coming to play. The EX version of it coming out to go continue the combo. Decides to let it down, trying to go for a reset perhaps on there. Does get hit by the ground projectiles from Siegfried. HonedHeart.
All right, here we go. That's just finally HonedHeart feeling a little more comfortable, but into the corner you go. No wall bounce. Sorry, we're not Jita and or Beatrix. Oh, super gonna hit.
Decides to let it loose, and that's going to be plenty of damage on the side of HonedHeart. I understand that, trying to even out that, and gets a little bit of distance in there from that Skybound art as well.
Yeah, I mean, one of the best, if not the best, super in the game with the jump is going to find its mark, and Gooped all over HonedHeart. Wins the set 2-0, all smiles. Great stuff to Goop. Mr. Goopington doing the dang thing. Yeah. And a little shrug like, eh.
that is very Goop-like on that. Just like ready. Every time I've talked to him several times, and like a lot of the locals, like especially when they come up to Knoxville.
Yeah, right.
On that, and just been able to just have a good time. They're just super happy with that.
And you'll be super happy too, because you get a small break to get up, stretch, get some water, and watch the screen for so many great supportive people here that make Combo Breaker happen. So we'll be back in just a bit.
Don't go anywhere. All right, you've had enough time. Whatever you're doing, stop what you're doing. Come back to us. Come back to us on the screen. Sit down, enjoy. We're going to enjoy some Granblue Fantasy versus Rising here. I'm Risky Sweep. I'm here with my boy Raph. I'm having a fantastic time.
I'm glad you are. It's been a great time here as we are closing out night number 1. The action does not stop, though, if you're here in Combo Breakers, because it's a 24-hour venue, which will be a lot of fun. Y'all don't get to experience it, but y'all get to feel it through us. Yes. We're going to share the vibes from it as we're continuing with the vibes of our matches, continuing through as the non-O2 boys, Flox, coming up on a year, showing off that, hey, I'm going to go out with a whimper, but instead is trying to go out with a bang, still in the winner's side. Going up against Kane, who is another player who's had some good results, has been playing pretty well. So we'll see how they stack up as we have another top-tier bout between 2 good players and 2 strong characters.
Yeah, I have to say I do like the green hair choice Siegfried on that, but these are 2 characters that if you've been playing any amount of Granblue or been watching a whole lot of Granblue, especially on the many online brackets that are happening thanks to rollback netcode, you've probably seen a Siegfried or 2, and definitely a 6 or 2. You've seen some 6s earlier tonight, in fact.
You've seen some 6 or 6.
Yes, exactly.
We call that a 6-pack.
Yeah, yeah, definitely going into the beer cave and getting yourself a 6er.
Yep, that's what it is. Siegfried has been terror all throughout. So all these characters, playing good characters can yield good results, but being a better player will make you shine through. So we'll see who is the better between these 2 here, at least in today's matchup. as again, this event is a part of the Arc World Tour. Over 600 people in the bracket, making it a pretty hefty Granblue tournament all throughout, as 3 days of action coming at you here in beautiful Schaumburg, Illinois.
Yes, that is exactly right. It's just been a great time already so far here, and I'm just being able to see not only, like, I believe every pool has been streamed, like, so far here. Being able to see all the action, especially for one game, it just usually you only get to see part of the picture. You only get to see part of the idea. You're going to be able to see at least a slice of the pie from every bracket here so far, and that's
what kind of pie?
awesome. Definitely, I think I'm going for a key lime pie. I think, you know, kind of like nice little dessert pie. I think kind of enjoy.
Nice way like to top off the night. You had a good day, and then it's just a little bit like the key lime on top, just to make it work. And speaking of key lime Siegfried. That's like the first thing I love to see is when the wacky colors come through, and that's just like the fun part of the game. Like, we're not seeing like the Night Rave Seox 6 with like the glow stick hands.
Oh yeah, with the flavor cool popsicles.
Yeah, you got a lot of fun throughout the game, and those little things there. It's just like I love when a game likes to be wacky.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I love it when like, you know, a couple of the weapons we can't really see on there, like the Jita frying pan, but definitely I've seen some 2B mackerels out there, for example.
Yeah, I love like just having the fish and stuff like that. I know, like, yeah, 2D's for Jita's fire crane being banned is funny.
Yeah, very funny.
Little things like that, but I mean, it's all in good fun, as there is going to be no fun and no love lost between these two. It's going to be an epic battle of proportions, as we have the giant sunflower, looks like, on the side of Siegfried. So it's going to be Kane's biggest fan.
Yeah, indeed. Also, very, very color matching in there as well. And we're going to let those intros rock, make it feel on there. We're going to believe in victory, and here we go.
Oh, this is literally just a plant, man, with the weed. Just weed attack. And just the fact that that thing will probably do like an amazing amount of damage because it is Siegfried is kind of funny.
Oh yeah. There's a few things that like Six has a lot of really good tools, especially with dive kick in there. A lot of being able to kind of negate a lot of the action there. Being able to approach from there, like stop like on hit, like someone teleport to the other side. And there, you got to be very much on your toes as a Siegfried player.
Being on their toes getting clipped. That's now Kane getting some pressure here. I mean, doesn't have a lead. Getting up at a 6XM is going to be a little sucky. But I like the Flox. You see the projectile knife, super good. No! You know what? It's the ultimate empty hand. Why am I not surprised?
Yeah,
if there's any special that's going to stop your really cool, amazing, best-in-class super, it's going to be one of the most moves of all time.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely found like the slight wrong timing on there. Didn't usually use that long leg of Siegfried out there to go ahead and continue into the EX there, but we're already back. Trying to play into this is Kane getting in with a couple of marks here. They're using the bravery point here, trying to stop that.
Nice. Flox with just the fire L, the boot into 2-2L. Just good, safe pressure. That's the scary part, as, you know, Siegfried best-in-class buttons. Like, far L, 6-6L, 2M, all do such an amazing job. And you really don't have any problems, like, using the small things, right? Keeping a simple, strong game plan. And right now, Kane is trying to figure their way forward. Nice to be on the action. That's a punish, too, because they made that more recovery on the EX Demon's Gate.
Yeah, and just being able to be able to kind of keep that pattern on there. We're still a little stuck in the corner there. I like that Flox has been able to kind of mostly keep into the mid-range here. Kane's not been able to really approach that well here. And like at that time, did get the hit on the overhead. Flox was trying to get something happening. It doesn't get the side switch and going to continue it. Tries to go for the reset, but no can do.
All right, good blocks from Flox. But getting tagged up, gotta be careful here. Counter hit, there's the throw, tag, and 2-2-H. One more hit will do it, anything at this point, as Kane has to be really wary. Empty hand. That time we're gonna whip again, because you know what? Ultimate empty hand is just the GOAT, okay? Even if you do it early, it doesn't work. You do it late, it doesn't work. So
we're gonna find that timing. We're gonna find that timing sometime in this. We're gonna find the right moment.
And it's funny because Flox wins anyway, despite like things potentially going south.
Right.
But that's just like the power of Siegfried. People that made a mistake, I'm fine. he's got enough life. He's such a heavy and high life character. He can afford to make mistakes.
Yeah, especially with like the amount of damage, like being able to go into like the stack to even get even more damage, especially like the finish off the combo for the reset afterwards in here. Waited the proper moment in there to get Kane in there on the other side and wait for the hit in there. We're going to continue with that 2-2-8. It does connect the flight in there with the ultimate skill and still has the corner.
Off the wall, big hit. That man just tearing through Kane right now. There's the jump you and the pressure just unceasing, relentless.
Okay, the 6-6L coming into play. He's trying to back that, trying to bait out a button there. But we're diving in. The sword dive does make its mark on Flox side. A large deficit of life in there. Doesn't matter. The largest life deficit is when you win the round in there, and Flox is on set point.
This plant-based carnage is showing too much for Kane to be able to hold. But you better have your veggies because they're coming at you, whether you like it or not. Now Kane, last chance here.
Right, try to get in with the DOS boot on there. Trying to find the button there, trying to reach out. Does get in with the big leg.
Okay, big slash, just forcing Kane to take a lot of chip damage. And just pushing slowly to the corner. Throwing a throw in the 6-6L. This is a scary spot for Kane.
Trying to go for the grab in there. That's going to be a big corner. We're going to get this bounce on there. Are we going to continue? We're going to just get that one hit in there. Finish it off with that skybound art. That's not going to be enough. I think it scales down here for one more. Actually, I could be wrong here. Yeah, I am definitely wrong here. There's that finish.
Siegfried finishes his food, all right?
Yeah,
that's the one thing. You can go to a buffet and Siegfried will grab maybe too much. There's no way he'll eat all of this. There's no way he can handle all that. And he just looks at you, nods, and does it anyway. That is Siegfried. There is no way that you get away from that character unscathed, and he's so good at finishing the match and the round. Great job from Flox, who's continuing to disprove that O2 Boys is gonna be the right name for him.
Yeah, still on the winner side, like throwing out that prefix in there, like, you know, understandable, like, you know, 3-2 boys in there, like 2-2 is like not as enticing on there. 0-2 is like that definitely has the marketing.
Maybe he's repping his friends who are 0-2. Maybe he's showing them some love.
This is for the homies.
Doing for them what they cannot. But either way, moving on through it, dominating Siegfried against Kane. It's gonna lead up to the next match, but I mean that's just again Siegfried, character of all time. Big buttons, good damage, good pressure, high health, and just, you know, the simple win condition. That's always a big thing. The win condition is I just need to do small hits that will lead to big hits, and then all of a sudden you look at your life and be like, what happened? What happened?
Not only that, but like the amount of Flox was doing some really good like corner carry, especially those connections in there, going into the ultimate skill, being able to get full length combos that you normally don't see a lot from Siegfried. I was really impressed with that gameplay.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're looking at something that you can tell the people who really take the character to like that next level, making sure that we have all the really specific things kind of ready to go. And we'll see that from our next players here as Ryazo is coming up on deck. And this is a really, really strong player. Playing both the 6 and the Anila. He's going to go against HexTengu is going to be their opponent. Not too familiar with them, as is what happens in the pools side here. Yeah. But both players scheming, thinking, and preparing for a heck of a match.
Yeah, this is why I love pools though. Sometimes they're just you see all these names that you don't get to see that often, but maybe they're not able to come out to a lot of these major events. Maybe this is the one major of the year. Maybe they just, you know, they came out of the cave and they were carrying an arcade stick and a copy of Granblue Versus, and they're here to show something. It's like you don't play like this. We're going to find out. Ryazo has, like, especially early on, was playing an amazing Anila in this game. I know it's like has been switching over to 6 more and more, and we're like, I could see either character being played in bracket here. Looks like we're already highlighting over the 6, in fact.
Hey, you don't want to pull any punches sometimes. As fun as Anila is, and then like the small buffs that she has gotten, 6, it's turning time. It's time to clock in and lock in. So good pick from Ryazo, who's again been doing a really good job. And they're also a great player across other games as well, with like BB Tag and the like. So I'm excited to see how they come through here. But the Percival pick is what I like to see. As Percival stocks have risen a bit. He's not quite the performance powerhouse that he was in Vanilla, but the Gallant Knight can bring the pain with a lot of good tricks we've seen from the likes of players like Virum and Witch Hazel and the other Percy pals.
Yeah, definitely. Like, they've been keeping that flame alive, no pun intended, on here. But it's like it's been able to like kind of see that character kind of grow, and especially in Ryazo here against 6. It's been very nice.
Speaking of 6, we got the fruit pops all set up. We're glowing with performance power here. As HexTengu is going to have their a hard road ahead of them. There's an early DP. That's kind of telling. Very brave to kind of throw that stuff out there, but okay, get a hit, get the Raging Strike. Good damage.
I like that too, like being able to like go ahead and get those stocks early on, and especially the safe way, a safe offensive way, in fact.
Ooh, want to confirm the medium version of the Demon's Cage, just tagging, getting a small bounce. And Ryazo not pulling punches either. Getting that early Raging Strike, or early Skybound Art, stealing another of HexTengu's crystals and then empty low.
Yeah, definitely. It's like, oh, are you going to be like that? Okay, hold on, let me turn it up a little bit. Let me get the side switch over here. Let me get that back into neutral. We're going to go with a Raging Chain, finish off the place there. Ryazo getting the first round.
All right, I want to give big ups to like HexTengu's like outfit choice, the matching sword. Kind of like hits the marks on this. I'm a huge fan. EX slashes, nice 6-6L. We're spending a Raging Strike without having a chain. Yeah. So that's a bit expensive because your crystal's gone and you're getting a follow-up from that. So, I mean, damage is damage, but like you have the stocks at the very least, which is why you're going for, right? You get the knockdown, so that makes sense. It makes, okay, I get it now.
Yeah, no, going ahead, like we got Ryazo doing the damage in the corner here. Going to go for that reset in there. Using the spin another bravery point in there. Does get the hit. We're going back into neutral territory here, but we're at a deficit where we get that extra damage on the play, and that Ryazo's going to be like, hey, you know what? I want to use that damage right now. Come on, give it to me. Let's finish this round. We got another match to go through. One for Ryazo.
And danger to using those brave counters early, or just using Raging Strikes early, is you just take that extra damage early and often. There's a big DP to clash right through, and HexTengu gets the reset off the dash into a grab, and that's how goes to the strike throw. The strike throw, or the strike option throw, excuse me.
Already using a brave counter back right on there, trying to keep up. We're going on the mid, and like trying to cancel it out, trying to bait out something with the light afterwards on there. But going in and get the dive kick, the cinematic afterwards. Find a mark.
Nice confirm to the other side. Ryazo put up from the corner here, and HexTengu almost out of stocks again. Scary spot here. I don't know how you're gonna fight this out. Like that. Okay, it's a small hit. It needs one more to make it happen, Captain. It's the last brave counter as well. Oh, you're dead.
Yeah, going to go ahead and go to finish it off there. One more touch. There it is, down. We're on set point. I do like how HexTengu is getting some really nice confirms in there, finding those little moments, but not being able to convert from them, unfortunately.
Yeah, scary spot, right? And then again, using all those brave counters, just being in a position where Ryazo just needed a basic combo to finish the chop down. There's a DP. That's a big risk. It works out for Ryazo back on the offense. This is a tough spot as HexTengu is running out of options.
Yeah, Ryazo's been mostly keeping this fairly simple, just trying to run a game plan, trying to see what happens, especially on the 5U going into the other side a lot of times. Now we're stuck in there. He does get the hit on the 6XL and then, but nothing afterwards. Run up and expected the HexTengu grab on there. We're going to get a big combo from the Ryazo.
The meter gain absolutely absurd. The damage even crazier. Ryazo cleans house. I need to invite him over to take care of my item because that was just spotless action all the way through as Ryazo runs through HexTengu.
Yeah. Lickety split, just plenty of, like, use plenty of Pine Sol on there. One of those things too, just been able to use a lot of those brave counters to from our Percival here, from just being able to try like use that early on. It's like, oh, you love to use that. It's so easy to spin those without thinking as well. Being able to go in there, it's like, oh, I want you off of me. Like, let me use one of those. Let me use it. What do you mean I don't have any more? What do you mean I don't have any more? What do you mean I'm taking more damage? Oh no! Oh no! At that point,
you only get 3, and it's a dangerous spot. I mean, it's so strong, but that's like the value of it, right? So the minute people are annoyed, and I understand as brave counters can be one of those little things where it's just like, why do I block it and it's safe on block? Because when you lose them, your life can be just evaporated like that. So it's one of those little like risk reward in the long run. So it's a little fun to see how that plays out through there. But a good match again as Ryazo again is just, you know, one of those players that I can see going very far forward. Just very, very strong in how they play their character. Very good game awareness and just good skill to back it up. So we'll see how well they fare in the sky here more throughout. And it's going to set up our next match as we have New York's own DaFeetLee come up against Jiji in a match here, as we'll see what flavor of character DaFeetLee wants to bring out. Can play a lot of the cast, but I'm sure we'll gravitate towards a pretty solid tourney pick. I'm not sure about Jiji though.
Yeah, I'm also not sure about Jiji as well. I do know, like, recently, like, DaFeetLee's been playing a lot of 6, been playing a lot of Percival, but kind of bringing that back on there. I could see either or here. We've seen, like, a fair amount. Like you said earlier, though, like, it's time to bring out those big choices, the big top tiers in there. Maybe DaFeetLee will just go with it, with that safe option there. I'm not sure, though.
I'm gonna say that. And it's funny, like, you don't see a lot of counter picking in a game like Granblue. Not a lot of people are gonna be like, well, this character's got a good matchup. It's more like, let me just pick a character that has all the good matchups. So, which is, a very easy way of handling things. But, at least like knowing what fits best and works best for you will be good for DaFeetLee. He's been a good scientist. He's always been eyes on the game, and Jiji just jamming out. I like that. Having a good time.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to be on stream, you're going to be on stage, you're going to see yourself up there. You might as well have the best time on there. I love to see that.
Well, absolutely. As again, you're just having it's combo breaker. It's a blast. You're just here having a good old time with a lot of your friends, making the most of things, and we will see who makes the most of this match and continue moving on through this bracket as the final pool action for the day is slowly winding down.
Yeah, what that means is for the people here, this is the final pool of the day, so everyone's going to be swarming those stations. That as they become more and more casual there, we're going to see that going into what you want to see, Raph, those D-Gen hours happening here. Like, you're going to be here at the forefront of that.
Yeah, I mean, I got a hotel room here too, so I don't even got to go far to get some sleep. It's going to be A-okay. Granted, I got to commentate in the morning, but it is okay. Fist bumps are happening as we're locked and loaded here. It's going to be the 6 on the side of DaFeetLee. Great choice, as always, as Mr. 6 is a monstrosity. But we get our first CAG of the block.
That's true. Yeah, we haven't seen a whole lot of Capriostro throughout the Rising as nearly as much, especially from Vanilla.
Yeah, I mean, always kind of a strong pick with a lot of the players who really used her effectively. I think she's in a better place in this version because a lot of the characters' offenses have gotten a little weaker. But in the same vein, it's still, with offense being as strong as it is, it can be tough for a character that likes to set up.
Yeah, definitely like CC's on that part down. You go in there, you try to set up everything nice, but at 6 is just going to clean it. Like you said earlier, cleans that up, cleans up the mess, and makes a mess of their own here. And Jiji's going to take all this damage here from the Skybound Heart.
Yeah, spooky spot is, a strength of a lot of characters in this game. It's one thing that people note on, but it's very prevalent, is the fact that throws being 4 frames are very, very strong when it comes to being able to use that to stop offense. But the thing is, a lot of characters have great tools to bait throws or Raven strikes. So it's going to be like the dive from 6, you have Capriostro's air teleport, and a lot of other options. So you see that being such a prevalent part of the game because everyone, even if you're trying not to, you're hitting that throw when people are right next to you because of how good it is.
Exactly. We saw a couple good moments in there from GB, finding those gaps in there and actually getting a little bit of early damage on there, but the parry is going to stop all that and actually puts themselves into the corner here as DaFeetLee gets another throw in here and gets their setup to begin.
Overhead, it's the slashes, makes the escape, not giving Cagliostro any room to play around. Not even the corner throw is going to work out. And because the crouching heavy has so much recovery, that was not Jiji's turn afterwards. Gets counter hit, gets a lot of damage at DaFeetLee going into SBA, catching up the damage, taking away the stock. Showing us the full moon here.
Yeah, GG has a little bit to work with there. Decides to use use the EX go up to the other side here. Does get hit, unfortunately, and that's going to finish it out for DaFeetLee, getting the first one in this set.
DaFeetLee, calm and collected as always. Hey, we saw that. Wash your hands, buddy.
Yeah. just trying to adjust. It's their own property on that. They're just touching the control. Maybe like they got the wipes off afterwards.
All right, big sigh coming on the side of GG. I hope that they collect themselves and figure out their kind of game plan. As it's always, again, it's difficult against a character like 6. He just closes that gap so effectively. So he's a great pick to use against
A little bit more patience from GG here as they're trying to get more hits. Does have access to more. Sets up trap in here. Looks like trying to keep the distance there. Maybe trying to bait out the parry from DaFeetLee in there. As the cyclist does DaFeetLee was ready for it, gets a little bit of a punch on there, goes for the air fireball into the throne, and back in the corner you go. There is that ultimate skill, the throne coming out to play there to get off and back into neutral territory.
DaFeetLee on offense, just trying to find something here. At it comes in, gets a grab. It is pressure time. Oh, trying to get Q with it with the big counter hit. As DaFeetLee is relentless in his pressure. Going to be able to build a lot of meter, not enough for a super though.
Okay, yeah, waits for the final moment. Does have spent a lot of meter just to get out of there and not able to really do anything else. DaFeetLee just ready, you know what? I'm ready to chill. I'm ready to sit here and find that moment here. But they might not find that moment. Use a little bit of the ultimate skill to try to approach a gap on there. And just get that little touch as the GG was jumping in the air. The hit in there from DaFeetLee, going to finish it out there. And there's that patience from DaFeetLee coming into play.
And GG was playing patient themselves. The problem was, as soon as they go for a jump, okay, the jump scares are over. But the thing is, Six is one of the strongest jump scare characters. When you think you're safe, he just comes flying in from half the screen, and then all of a sudden you just wonder where your life went. Skipping neutral is his specialty.
Yeah, doesn't even call collect, just shows up at the house in there. Again, GG using a lot of meter in there just to get out of the situation. Does get a catch a little bit on the trap on there as we go into the corner here. One more touch.
All right, trying to set something up here. Doesn't have the meter for SBA. Speaking of SSBA, it's going to come through. Big damage incoming. No animation because so far away. But DaFeetLee gets out of the corner with the side swap.
A little bit of a pause in the action there. DaFeetLee finds the button as it's going in there. We're back in the corner there. Gets the final, get the push back on there. Spends a little bit of bravery points just to get the push out of the way here.
Oh, no good. Try the raging strike. Maybe a break counter, the big whip. Sometimes it anti-airs, but instead DaFeetLee takes it to the bank, takes the dub, and makes it continuing on in this bracket, sending GG to loser with a small little head shake. But they had the right ideas. They were getting their bearings. It's just those scrambles. Unfortunately, it ain't time for breakfast.
Unfortunately, no hash browns for you in this process here. GG was doing a lot of, was ready for things like, I know how to get out of this situation. The problem is, I don't have any more resources outside of spending a little bit of EX meter. I've spent so much just to get out of it, so I'm not going to have access to any Skybound hearts. I'm not going to have access to all of my ultimates. I'm using all that in there just to get out. And what can I do there? Well, I can set up some traps, maybe get some lucky hits in there. And we did see some really good lucky hits in there from GG, from DaFeetLee in the air. Unfortunately, was too high or was not able to convert fully off of them. Did not use the raging strike in there to kind of realign things. Maybe kind of could have got a better combo in there.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, those situations, stuff to reflect, to look forward to, but right now they're looking forward to their next matches as DaFeetLee's going to continue on trying to make it out of the pools. Get the Chipotle card for making it out of pools, get a little bit of a snack for tomorrow since Chipotle's kind of closed right now. Well, actually, if it's almost 10, they probably are. So probably have if he orders it, if he makes it out of pools and orders it immediately, you might be okay.
You might be fine. However, that Chipotle card is the most valuable currency here at Combo Breaker. Absolutely. Just like everyone, it's like, oh, you got one of those. How'd you get? But where, what pool did you get out? Was it winner side? Was it loser side? How did you get that?
Which I love it. Talking to Ultra Dave, and he's like, yeah, because Ultra Dave started competing again recently. In the era of Chipotle cards, when you get out, and he framed his to signify the achievement of making out of pools again after just getting back into competing, and it's that makes my heart smile.
Yeah, no, that's amazing. That's the shot of kind of showing it. There used to be, you still see it from time to time. You get out of pools, you take a picture of the bracket showing. He's like, hey, Ma, look at me, I did it. Here's round 2, here I come. But the Chipotle card, just the physical manifestation of that, and I love to see it.
Absolutely. We're going to see this match as we're setting up for Wavenlights versus Omicron Austin.
And you know what? I'm seeing, if this is not a button check, and it probably is, but I see a Eustace on the screen.
So you're saying Eustace is the button check character?
Maybe, but I've seen some amazing work from Eustace in there, especially going into the grenades and getting some conversions on there. You have to put in that work with that character, and I've tried on that. And it's I respect anyone who specializes in this character, and especially when you have to deal with a character that is spear happy as Zeta.
Yeah, making a lot of fun to see if this is the matchup. Will the society be facing off once again? It's going to be, Eustace versus Zeta. Waving highlights on that Eustace with the bouquet of roses, trying to show Zeta a little bit of love here. So it's one of those tricky things, right? Like, Eustace having charge attacks, but with Granblue being a game where you can have a one-button special, could make it so you do not need to have the charges for a lot of those, like the shots and other things like that, right?
Yeah.
So it makes it so a really unique way of playing a character like this, as Waven highlights with a small lead here. And the biggest thing like Eustace wants, he wants to get to the corner, get grenades, and also just be able to use like the ultimate shot mid-stream, which is really strong. But it's like, it feels like it's a little rough around the edges, like utilizing the resources effectively. I pick up Austin with a big hit, and that's going to be massive damage.
Yeah, he just goes in, makes it safe. Continue with the Skybound. I want to go ahead and finish it. Nice, strong start from Omicron Austin.
Yeah, Zeta gets going. Always just a menace. Cute and bubbly and happy menace, but like she is fierce and ferocious. And right now, Waven highlights having some space. Doesn't want to throw out any grenades, just kind of contest the room there. There's the one, but immediate Rhapsody, nice answer.
Yeah, that's good. Zeta has a lot of really good answers to this situation. We're seeing a little bit of damage from Wavenlights in there, going all the way to the corner. Does set up with the orb afterwards on that, but we're still stuck in here. Has access down. There we go. Uses the EX grenade in there to get the damage. You're going to unfortunately go away, and you sets up the trap afterwards. You use the green grenade in there, where if it did hit on there, you would get the extra hit on there, especially on the setup there. Wavenlight's going to get that round though.
Yeah, nicely done. Getting good corner pressure, good little footsies. That bouquet of flowers, a dangerous tool in the hands of Wavenlights. We'll see who gets this first game. Could put themselves in that position where they just need to worry about the one more double dash, Mario Kart. But I like Wavenlights not fighting, being patient, blue grenades out, and now the pressure's on.
Okay, yeah, we're playing that mid-range there. Wavenlights just happy to go in there with the low hit in there, being able to jump and anticipate on the projectile from Eustace. They're like, what? Yeah, got it in, cancels out, trying to go for it again. There's the Rhapsody, does make it mark the third time in there, and we're going to go ahead and use it on there. Unfortunately, puts himself briefly into the corner before jumping out and trying to take the turn back. Yeah,
now, Omicron Austin slightly here, plenty of bar. When Zeta has meter ultimate skills, can just make or break a match, so Wavenlights have to be careful here. One shot can end their games, this current game, without a problem.
Yeah, try to go in with the projectiles on there. Eustace is like a little bit faster on the uptake there. Or coming out to play there, kind of keep you down, keep you guessing. Going in, there it is, catching it on there. Doesn't get anything else, unfortunately, after the overhead, the dash overhead on there, but does get the finish on there. Wavenlights making it work here, 1-0 so far.
Yeah, absolutely stellar performance as Wavenlights Eustace. The deep breath, well earned, as the focus on this man's face. Like, the blinking is fine and all, like you're keeping your eyes nice and moist, but I'm just seeing like this look on that face. Like, I do not want to cross this guy on a bad day.
No, absolutely. I do not want to go through the dark alley. Thank you. I'm good. Going in, but can't cancel out the Rhapsody on there, and unfortunately going to get hit with this raging strike all the way back into the middle ground.
All right, next tag in the dash 6XL. Getting out of dodge again. Wavenlights, I like that. Opting to run forward instead of getting like a free shot to find like some pressure there. So really well played. And but across, big damage incoming. There's one ultimate, there's the refund. More damage after getting the knockdown to a crossover. I like it.
Yeah, we were back in the corner again, getting a little bit of damage on here. Actually was able to get away with the spear in here, but yeah, get the guaranteed follow-up on there afterwards with Wavenlight. But yeah, the touch from Omicron Austin going into the low afterwards. Didn't even need to use the raging strike afterwards in there. Just got the round.
All right, Omicron Austin answering back. Picked up the phone and said, "Who this?" And right now, Wavenlights is just dealing with the pressure here again. Character like Eustace, his ultimate DP is a way out, but beyond that, like, it can be tricky when people are up in your face like some other zoners, quote-unquote zoners, that we deal with.
Trying to get in with the jumping U a little bit, trying to see about baiting out any of those buttons, especially the good air buttons that Zeta doesn't have access to. There it comes in there, not even going to handle the green grenade, just going to go in there with the Raging String and going to change it out. You're going to take that corner for themselves.
Okay, a little frame trap, nice block of Wavenlights, just using the Brave counter, just saying, that's cool. We're in a spot though, Omicron Austin, plenty of resources, SSBA on deck. If Wavenlights is not careful, their life will evaporate, lickety split. There's the EX thrust, there's the jump into the setup. That's one last Brave counter, one more touch.
Yeah, got a little bit of touch. No combo afterwards, unfortunately, on there. Going to get you put away. Wavenlights on that 0 BP, but does get the grab on there afterwards. And there it is. We're on set point for Wavenlights.
Omicron Austin trying to figure out a way to seal the deal and finish it off. Just could not find it with the throw being a big part of that game plan. And Wavenlights walking it back, taking a big chill, but I am worried here. I am worried for Wavenlights. They got in this corner so fast.
Yeah, immediately almost at that point here. Does actually was able to get the follow up with the DP follow up on there afterwards, and here gets on the BDX. They're going to get that explosion on there all the way into the corner of their own.
I love that dash H immediately after the red grenade, just finding that combo. Really, really dope right now. That's now Wavenlights commanding lead, happy to chill here. Take the shot. Take the shot!
Omicron Austin just happy to play the projectile war right back at you, like even turn for turn in there, trying to get away because like Wavenlights has been loving to go in there, like going into the follow-up on the dash in afterwards after this, but still got hit with it. We're still stuck in the corner. Omicron going to take their chance in there, try to spin a little bit of that U skill in there, and forcing Wavenlights to spin for 3 points of their own, but the grab in there makes it mark, makes it even.
What a clutch grab there. I love that from Omicron Austin. That was just like, if the airborne option would have come out from Wavenlights, but it was just like either input too late, whatever the case, Omicron took that 4-frame throw to the bank. Now we're down to our last game here.
Exactly what I want to see. I want to see as much Granblue as we possibly can have happen here. Going in, doesn't get anything afterwards on there, but the secondary hit after the pogo stick does get in and gets a throw on there afterwards back in the neutral territory.
And yeah, we're also feeling the momentum. Confidence is built. The Warrior is ready to seal the deal. Doesn't try to go for anti-air. Just respecting that the fact that he just has like some good stuff. No, not a big punish. Could have been a little bit better, but keep it simple, stupid. Give him the kiss of death.
Yeah, beautiful, beautiful, up close and personal there. Omicron Austin changing things around, changing fate as we make it here.
All right, match point. Wavenlights, who had such a good start here, was doing pretty well. Now kind of not lost, but just getting threatened by the power of Zeta. Those buttons, the corner carry, just that pressure. A little too much to handle, we'll see.
Yeah, try to dash in, but Zeta throws out the projectile, trying to keep you at bay here. Trying to answer in the air here, like going back down. Follows up on the 2U with their after with more projectiles in there. Wavenlights getting a couple of hits in there, but waiting patiently just to see what Omicron Austin's going to do.
All right, off the corner you go. This is your home now. There's no easy way out of this. And Zeta with 100-meter, Wavenlights with 100-meter. Next hit could be huge. We're not even chancing a 2H. If I'm Wavenlights, I'm taking advantage of the fact that I can get these big jumps.
Yeah, absolutely. Like trying to go in there, again, waiting for that moment where Zeta was trying to like backdash in there, like this on that moment, trying to throw out the red grenade in there, immediate use of the like with the parry on there. We're going right back in there. We're throwing out the green, holding out the patience from Omicron Austin, but unfortunately does get hit on there afterwards, and we're on set point for both players.
Wavenlights, the answer back again. It's just being like a little war of attrition between the two. But now only one can move forward to advance society. Wavenlights weather the storm. Or can Omicron Austin's Spear of Fear make this count? Big jump, but there's a person not afraid of 2H. Didn't go for like the dash to get a side swap, so still kind of stuck in the corner. And there's the triple finally going for it and the jump over. This is a scary spot if you are Wavenlights.
When you have that DP and you do go a little bit forward, sometimes you can miss your mark on there, and that gets all that damage for Omicron Austin's side in a favor there.
Okay, big last attack. 6XL, a little bit of something here. Need to be the more throws. Need to see more. Oh no, the slide is punishable.
This time going to get a much bigger punish than the last time that happened. They're going to try to finish it off their plate, but a little bit of sliver on there. Has no bravery points to work with here. Wavenlight could change things out at a moment's notice here, but it's just a single touch is all that Omicron also needs.
Oh,
there it is.
Nice EX thrust. Austin with a sigh of relief, managing to survive the onslaught, to throw out that ultimate, the jump scare coming through once again as there's no time for neutral. It's time to press ultimates.
Exactly, and that's a lot of, like, especially in Rising, Zeta's game has been almost built around how ultimates work in there, getting those refunds in there, making you kind of scared to press those buttons, and kind of like playing with the spear in ways that like really make this character very dynamic to look at.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's just the scare right there. Because I mean, the character always had like this potential. Everyone always like talked up Zeta, and she has a lot of good tools, but she's never really like performed to that expectation that people look at her, where it's just like maybe she's not as good as you think. As says players like Gandito, who's gonna be like, hey, she's got some cool stuff, but she ain't winning no tournaments, and it hasn't really happened yet, despite the efforts of really good players. But it's still a threatening thing to see. Excuse me, pardon me. And it's fun to watch as well, so I'm always welcome to it, even if she might not be the cream of the crop. She is a treat.
Yeah. Likewise with Wavenlights, been able to kind of go in there. I love some of the reactions. Like, was just waiting for Austin to kind of go in and like try to back away, trying to keep it safe on there. It's like, no, I'm going to come in there for that. Austin had some really good answers for that, realizing that, like, oh, if you're going to go dash in and use that A low option afterwards to try to get your turn and get that little bit of a knockdown on there, I'm going to come back and get a little punish. We saw a little bit of faltering on that in the middle of that, but was able to get the big punish where it counted.
Absolutely. Fun match. And now we finally see one of the top U.S. players coming up on deck. Conmay's own Elsa, who has been terrorizing North America with their immaculate play with the Nier. But looks like we're getting a little bit different flavor here as they're picking their pockets and finding a cheetah in the corner there, as Entity 99 with the Siegfried is going to be the opponent in this marquee matches. We're getting down to the nitty-gritty in these brackets.
Oh, absolutely. This is probably, if we're not already approaching that point where you get out like on winner's side, we are approaching very, very close here. Elsa, no stranger to getting those top tiers on that. Was like fifth at Texas Showdown, I believe, not too long ago.
All right, so button check. So even when you select a color for Gina, I don't know if I can trust, because there's really no reason that Elsa would not pick here. But like choosing like a color seems random, but people like to trick us.
Sometimes.
Okay? It's understandable, and I appreciate you mixing us up. It keeps us entertaining. It gives us something to talk about, but go to Nier. Come on, Elsa. Do what you're here to do, all right? Don't make Nier more sad than she already is.
The Gina pick, though, like, I'm like okay, like, we're going back to the Nier.
I'm about to say, like I said, there's always going to be the Nier, which is maybe just a fake out. That's fine.
Maybe.
Play with your opponent's expectations and sensibilities, where it's like, oh, great, I went from, like, top 3 to top 3.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. There was a brief moment where I saw them highlight over the frying pan and not select it, so I was wondering, like, this got to be a button check at the point. But they changed it, and like they mixed again, like you said, they mixed us up. Here we go, though. We got ourselves Elsa versus Entity 99. We got ourselves Nier versus Siegfried.
All right, two marquee characters, and Elsa, one of the finest to do it. A very patient Nier, right? They will get a life lead, and they'll be more than happy to kind of just sit on it, because the way you take damage is by going in and getting close to your opponent. So why do I do that?
Yeah, no, that is a good point. It's being able to get it pushed back on there. It's like, I got all these stocks to work with here. I don't have to really extend out as much as I need to here. I have some really good ultimate skills in here. If I need to throw out death to go in and like either push you away or make you come to me, make you vacuum over. We're already seeing a little bit of that EX uses there just to throw out death early on in this round here. And the DP from Entity 99 trying to get you get off very early on. Yeah,
you find a gap like that, make it count. Again, this matchup is something that it's all about who gets that lead. It's a war of attrition, and then like as both players get meter, that's where it gets really scary, right? Entity wants that 100 skybound gauge, so they have the super available, nice. Trying to avoid any kind of like break counter. But Entity finding some hits. Nice. Wake up 2M. Classic.
Playing a little bit of volleyball. We're going into the serve though with these these raging chains here going, and we got the first round Elsa side.
Again, that's just little things like that. Knowing that players like Entity were trying to like, okay, it's my chance to really go in, but then just stopping it in its tracks. Elsa's so good at like just calling out little things like that, making the most out of it by just saying, screw it, I'm gonna press. Why not?
Yeah, big on there. Like, hold it down, waited for the DP to come out here. Big opportunity for Entity 99 to get a lot of damage here. Holds it down, waits for the recovery, and tries to go in for the throw afterwards, but no can do here. I like the use of the ultimate skill though from Entity 99. Actually use the fireball in there to kill Death and still keep their turn but keep Elsa in the corner.
And that should be enough. Doesn't combo off of the 6-6L. A tricky spot, if I do say so myself, if not Elsa, with all the gauge, all the performance power ready to go, but the far M instead is going to be the one that finishes it off and ties up the rounds.
Yeah, it's a very nice, strong retaliation from Entity 99 as we go along here. Again, like, was able to kind of keep control of the corner most of that time and like not let Elsa kind of stay back and play their game, waiting for those precious moments. Throwing out Death.
One more time, yep. And now this is Elsa's like street specialty. Let Death do the work. Death is now behind you. Death is ever looming. There is no escaping Death, but a DP is a good trick to maybe avoid it.
Maybe slightly avoid it for a little bit longer here. Coming out Death builds up a little bit of room to get out there, but yeah, uses up a bravery point in there. But unfortunately, catches with the low in there, goes ahead and uses that skybound arc. Get a little bit. Entity 99 in that super skybound arc territory here.
All right, tough spot. Entity, I mean, one big hit can be really scary. It's going to give also a break counter point, but unfortunately, or fortunately, Elsa finds a quick hit, gets to slice and dice, and up the game. Not wanting to lose a round, because it's very scary, right? Because again, a character like Siegfried or Nier, both of them, once they get going, it is such a frightening experience. But at the very least, to see what Entity can do, nice. 2H, making sure we cancel it to keep it safe.
We're already back in the top, that confirmed in there. We're going to go forward. We're going to go ahead and get the set, the wind up and the pitch from Death. And you're going to get a little bit of touch and get that vacuum all the way back into Elsa's hands in there as well.
A lot of respect to Death here, but at the same time, like, Elsa's used up most of it right now. Has 1 point left. If they can get their gauge, they can at least activate the mode, but instead it's just have to take the damage and be able to get the gauge back and then chill.
Yes.
Nice, fade away.
Yeah, going in with the shimmy on there afterwards. The name of that round was confidence in there. Elsa was like, even though I'm stuck, I'm going to go ahead and use it here. I'm going to get the damage in here, and especially while Death is rebuilding, I'm going to go ahead and get a raging chain. I'm going to spend a little bit of time trying to regain that meter here, and I'm not deterred by whatever you have in store for me in the D99.
All right, back into the brink. There's the hit afterwards, following through with one of those follow-ups, and the pressure is on as Entity has to really find a way to aggress, to giving Elsa all the room to fight. There we go, no counter hit. Nice hit. Corner we go, but immediate brave counter.
Trying to go in with the jump and trying to switch over to the other side here. We're kind of like pushing, we're sliding like air hockey over here. Big touch with Death with the EX.
Gotta be careful here. Yeah, trying to tag Death afterwards, but getting frame trapped from full screen. And there, nice reaction there. Yeah, that dodge, you can effectively get through the ultimate skill pretty effectively. And now you're kind of trapped in the situation, although Entity finds a way out. Good answer.
Yeah, try to use another stock in there to do a move in there. Entity 99 taking full advantage of that. Going to go in the corner, doesn't get the full cinematic, was too far away, but you do have the corner, and you're going to get the follow-up. The Death comes back out, wants to play, and that is what we're going to do. We're going to have a little bit of fun with that. We're going to go into the full skybound arc, show that cinematic here. A little bit of fright. Don't worry about it. We're just going to finish that play. Elsa, moving on.
Yeah, there you go. Big damage coming from Death. Elsa knowing how to seal the deal and moving on through that winner's bracket. But a good fight from Entity 99 is now Entity 98. Is subtracting one off the counter there with that loss. But hey, still 98 to go. Oh, and the adorable little kitten there.
Yeah,
that's great.
Yeah, showing
so
that.
The real winner,
yeah.
Entity 99. You got a lovely cat waiting for you at home.
Yeah, when all else fails, sometimes you know your pets love you in the end. So they're
maybe they don't. Maybe you come home, the cat's like, I don't want nothing. I
saw that stream.
I smell defeat on you. I smell that loss. I want nothing
Clean
to do with it anymore. And that is the life we live.
Yep. So it goes. So it goes.
And so it goes here as we're down to our last 2 matches of the night. Coming up with Fu versus dadmad. Is going to be coming up. And after that will be Moiseivitch versus Angel to round everything out.
Yeah, it's like it's been a pleasure absolutely going through this entire bracket. I know if you've been joining from the very beginning, you've seen a full day of Granblue. We thank you for continuing on and watching it with us as we go along. I'm having a really good time with all this.
I am too. I'm having a good time hanging out with you, talking about some great Granblue fantasy versus Rising as Fu, the Sorries Supreme, coming back on deck to show us a little something. But dadmad might have something to do about it. Dadmad's going to send Fu to his room without dessert if he's not careful.
Oh yeah, no, it's like that. Do not taunt Dad at this point here. Just ready for those moments here as we get kind of set up here. I do see. I'm looking at the screen here a little bit. I do see a hovering over the Soras here on the player 1 side.
Yeah, we know with Fu.
Yeah, with Fu.
For Fu guaranteed. It's going to be Sorry, Soya. But what do we see out of dadmad will be interesting. We got Cagliostro at least for the button check if we go that route, but you know, again, we can't call it until the fight begins. The fist bump is there, though. Looks like they're locked and loaded, so here we go.
Locked and loaded, ready for it. Hasn't been playing games all night. Wants to finish this out. Wants to enjoy the rest of their combo breaker evening potentially.
Yeah, I mean it'd be a tricky battle. Character like Cagliostro has all the kind of things to keep Grandpa out and just make it so Sorry's life can be pretty difficult. Just having just a little bit of range that she has and a lot of those disjointed tools. But if Fu can get in and Fu can find the hit, it can be huge.
Yeah, already getting the knockdown, kind of setting up the traps early on here. But the answer in there, trying to catches Soras before they can get in with the punches there. We're going in, get the switch to the other side. There's a trap coming into play.
They don't want to get any more off of it. It was having to try to push Sorry away. But now we're just in a situation where in the corner, nice counter and confirm. The punt is good, the damage is even better, and the big punch. Not going to be enough to finish the job. We're down to just 1 hit or 1 throw or 1 low.
A little bit of a love tap at the end there with the low. Going to make it up for Fu getting the first round there. And I like, it felt like dadmad was trying to get a little bit more knowledge, trying to get an understanding, especially, and I understand that, especially with a character that can be just as quick in damage as Soras can.
Yeah, absolutely. There's the spike, there's the combo, nice, the hula hoop. Doing a good job here at dadmad with a huge lead. He's going to be able to build up enough for an SBA. Instead, just goes for the traps, gets the throw, and what do you know? dadmad tying up the rounds. Yeah, a lot of that was just the pressure, just ready. It's like, okay, I got that knowledge in there. Let me go in here. Let me suffocate you in here with all these traps in this. It's going to throw at the very end. All the two dads, all the thingamabobs, just ready and waiting for it. But putting yourself in the corner, that's probably the worst thing you can do. Sorry's damage activates in the corner, like most of the cast in Granblue. But the teleport out into the throw, nothing more from it. But then the wall bang, so much damage off that. Oh, the air grab from Fu here. Going to get it. Catches on it, holds down the scare, and gets a little bit of stock in there, and gets away from the ultimate skill. Very, very important task for Fu here. I try to inch in. The seal is down. The bait is set. Fu doesn't have to overextend. Fu can just kind of chill and just walk forward, get the bar. Instead, 2 to you with the trade. Not a good look for dadmad. Unfortunately, yeah. Oh, wait. Yeah, okay. Raph get the real line in there. Going to get a little bit of damage in there. Follow up. Try to keep you guessing. Does actually keep on there, but doesn't make it. Oh, Gat gets it at the very last moment. I thought there was a chance there where I was like, I don't know if they get that. They looked like it dropped in there. The recovery was happening there. But dadmad
is mad for finishing that and getting the first one on the board.
That was just telling away. That got a little out of hand as Food just kind of threw around the round with that lead that they had. dadmad just content to take it. The madder he gets, the better he gets. Right now, Food powering up and getting punched up.
Like that going in for the air traps in there, trying to make sure you don't try to jump and try to get away. They're like limiting the options that that Food has in store there. Gets punched on the block on the bravery count. Like fortunately, the dadmad's already used a lot of bravery points here. As we get further in here, no more left here. Next damage, there it is. I was about to say next damage that's going to kill. There it is.
Just keep swinging. Good answer to the air thrown. As right now, Food's just trying to find a way to get a point on the board to tie things up here between the two. Does not want dadmad to get any more of a lead. That's a plus frames with the medium punch.
It goes in.
Punch. Yep.
Just going for the throw in there. Catches on there. Catches Ryazo. Going to go ahead and throw down the rock. He gets a little bit of time in there, like keep with the way on there, like with the to charge up the rock on there afterwards in here.
Nice throw. Back in the corner you go. Not letting Fu have an easy way out. In no way, but Fu fighting his way out. And then the crossover is going to be good. And we're tied up pretty quick as Fu just answers back.
I feel like I blinked and that round, that whole match was over. It was like what happened? What happened?
Hey, I'm sorry. Big punch, big good, big damage as we're now in our final game between these two as Fu wants to take it over dadmad, but dadmad finds the anti-air, gets the extension as well, off to the other side. I like it.
Yeah, beautiful anti-air, going to lose out nearly half of your life bar in the process there.
Speaking of life bars, there's not a lot there for dadmad to have on anymore. Plus frames again, but nice ultimate throw.
Yeah, oh, and actually swung in the air and thought they were going to get away from the air trap. Unfortunately, did get caught in there, giving dadmad another chance to take advantage here.
Okay, jump over. Other side, yeah. Fu tried to challenge. dadmad takes it to the bank, and now one round away from advancing over Fu. A tough position here for Fu as they're just trying to get out of the situation. It's just not working out.
Yeah, keeping the bay, like expecting maybe like wanting to set up like the set trap on the other side, but we get a couple of hits in there. Pauses briefly in there to get the throw in there, switch the side in there one more time.
All right, doesn't confirm anything. There's the ultimate hula hoop. Nicely done. In this corner. And now we're at a one-touch scenario. Fu has to be extra careful here. Takes the throw, gets a small hit, but the ultimate 2P isn't going to work. The punish on the roll, the scrambles all over the place. Spaghetti on the floor has just been a mess, but it's all good. If you're dadmad, you're dad glad.
Yeah.
You got the win, you made it through, you send the Fu packing.
Indeed, indeed. I love some of the setups that dadmad was using throughout that as well. Was able to get some really good hits in there with like having the time to be able to set up the traps. That's the most important thing for Cagliostro. Being able to kind of go back and forth. Like we saw earlier in the stream, like what happens when you only have access. Like I just need to get out here with the ultimate skill, get the throw and get out of there. We saw that happen a couple times, but one thing important was dadmad was able to set up like the air traps on there afterwards.
Yeah.
So it's like kind of keeping them, limiting those options.
Yeah, like a lot of the awareness and just doing their best to keep the old man caged in. And that's going to be good. dadmad moving forward. Fu having a chance in the loser side. And that's going to set up our final match in just a moment as Moiseivitch versus Angel. 1 and 2 is going to be that final one. But, I mean, the variety we've seen in our pool block has been really fun. I mean, only the 1 year we had like a couple of Siegfrieds, a couple of 6s. But, I mean, like, the variety's been kind of spectacular. Okay. But it's just really fun to see like all we got here. We had a Soris, of course, Cagliostro. We had like the Zetas starting it out and throughout. A Eustace do really well, and just like the Saraga and then some. So, you know, people are picking a lot of the cast and having a fun time with it. And that's the thing that matters most. Is just, you know, folks are just finding what they like, and trying to make it work. You know.
Yeah, and one thing about it is I love that like Granblue makes it pretty easy to kind of get in there and try to learn a brand new character.
Yeah.
Like we got if you're not at a combo breaker, you're probably if you're playing Granblue, you're probably on the Beatrix patch and trying to like learn that character. You've got access to those character guides. You got access to a lot of good knowledge about like even from the get-go, even outside the game, we got access to more and more knowledge on there. But being able to get that from the inside of the game is just a great start. It's like, oh, I like this about this character. Oh, I'm enjoying this. Maybe I'm going to play this character a little bit more, trying to understand that. And I like that being able to kind of branch out has been very nice.
Absolutely. I mean, fun game, so many great characters to play, so much good times to be had. So I hope that y'all enjoyed it thus far as the action has been palpable. And it looks like we are all wrapped up then.
All right.
So that last match was a bit of a teaser. Hope you enjoyed Fu going down to the one and only dadmad. And that'll be it for us tonight. We're going to get some fun, some food, and we're going to get some rest as there's more Granblue action tomorrow early in the morning starting at 10 a.m. Central Time. Any last words, Mr. Risky Sweep, before we call it?
You know, honestly, just have a good one. Like, enjoy the weekend. If you wherever you are, have a good time. Come back tomorrow, watch some more Granblue, watch some of the mini streams that are happening here at Combo Breaker, and just enjoy the moment.
Exactly. Enjoy the moment. Enjoy your night. We'll see you back for day 2 of Combo Breaker here in Chicago, Illinois, aka Schaumburg. Enjoy your night.
Take it easy.